David Hall.
Mr. Hall has declined the services of the public defender, Your Honor.
Mr. Hall, DUI, expired driver's license.
Good morning, Judge. Judge, I need to say how I'm appearing today, sir. Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
I'm referring to the David Hall who's the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person.
I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the
the
person,
person.
David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
How you doing? What's your name?
I'm David, how are you?
David Hall? What's your last name?
Sure.
Sure you have ID because you look just like the guy this is registered to. Are you gonna lie to me?
I'm not.
You don't have a license. Right? Am I right?
Not say anything that's going to incriminate myself, sir.
Well, let me see some ID.
I don't have ID on me.
Why don't you have ID? Is this your vehicle?
Sir, I'm not going to answer any more questions. Have I committed a crime or...
Yeah, but you don't have a license. I ran the tag. It's you. I look at your picture.
Sir?
It's you. You don't have a license. It isn't the end of the world. It doesn't mean you're going to jail. I'm just trying to find... Listen, if you don't have a license, you don't have a license. It's not the end of the world. Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Sir, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just not going to answer any more questions. Just because it could incriminate... It's just my right.
You're telling me you don't have to produce any identification.
I'm not saying that at all, sir.
Because if you're not
I'm just
telling
saying
me
I don't have one.
then what's your name? Tell me your name.
I just did, sir.
David what?
I've already stated that, sir.
I didn't hear what you said.
But I'm not going to state it again, sir. With all due respect, have I broken the law or caused
If you
harm to
don't
anyone?
have a license, you have broken the law.
Is there a claim against me, sir? Has somebody filed a claim?
How does that have to do with anything?
Because I just want to know that have I caused any harm, and if I haven't, then why don't we just, just not trying to give you a hard time, sir. I don't have any identification on me.
Show me out with the 13 vehicle behind 941 Northeast 62nd Street.
May I be on my way, sir? I'm going to just...
No, you cannot be on your way. Listen, I'm going to put you in restraints because I don't like the way you're acting. Don't act anything silly.
Not, sir.
You understand me, sir?
Absolutely not.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not resisting at all.
I didn't say you were, but you're not telling me anything I need to know. Is this your vehicle?
I'm on it right now, sir.
Is this your vehicle? You could be in that truck. Is that your truck?
I know, but you're asking me a question, and I'm saying I possess this vehicle.
Do you have any identification on you?
Can't go in my pockets, sir.
Well, you're probably going to be placed under arrest.
Can't go in my pockets.
I can if you've been placed under arrest.
I'm just saying right now.
Because you don't have a license.
I'm not saying I do or don't, sir. I'm just saying I don't have any identification. With all due respect.
Okay, well, with all due respect, when somebody else shows up here to keep an eye on you, I'm going to figure all this out.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Oh, you're doing your job.
That's exactly right. And you're hindering me by doing my job.
It's not my intent.
Because you don't want to tell me anything. So effectively, you're resisting me. You're resisting the perfectly illegal questions that I'm allowed to ask anyone that drives down the street.
Forgive me, sir. That's not my intent.
Well, it is your intent.
Please don't tell me what my intent is. I'm being... it's not my intent.
I'm on the north side of the plaza. I guess it's probably Northeast 62nd Street. White man. Vehicle is 67 X-ray Charlie Mike. The black scooter.
I'm just traveling today, sir. I'm just traveling.
That's
just
fine.
From A to
We're all
B.
traveling.
I understand. But I'm not...
Do you have any warrants? I think you do.
Sir,
I think you have a warrant.
I think I'm not going to answer any more questions.
You don't have to.
Thank you.
You don't have to answer any questions.
I will remain silent.
Because if you have a warrant, you're going to be placed under arrest. Am I correct or am I not correct? You don't have to answer anything. You don't want.
I don't know,
Then
sir.
just sit here and don't say anything because I'm going to figure it all out here briefly. Once another officer arrives, so I don't have to worry about you absconding from this traffic stop, which in all intents and purposes, I think you would do.
That's your opinion,
That's why
sir.
you're in restraints.
I have no reason to be in restraint, so I've given
Because
you no
you're not
reason to
telling
think
me
so.
anything.
But
You're going to
sir,
be placed under arrest because you're resisting
how
anyway.
could I flee from you? I'm standing here like on a scooter.
You're not standing, you're sitting.
Right, how could I flee?
I don't know. It's happened to me before.
Okay.
I've been doing this job for over 20 years,
I'm not
sir.
going to argue with you, sir. I know that you know how to do your job, and it's not for me to argue with that. I know you're doing your job, and I respect
I
that.
saw you over at the gas station, drove on a public roadway, and now you're here. And what? And you're not even legally parked. You stopped right here in the middle of a parking
area. I was turning around, sir. It was just about. I don't want to argue with you,
sir. You don't have to argue with me. When somebody, listen, just do me a favor, don't say anything, okay?
Then I'll just be silent, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. I like that idea.
Thank you. If there's any claim...
I didn't think you were going to say anything. I thought you were going to be quiet.
I was just going to speak, sir.
You told me you weren't going to say anything. Now you want to speak to me?
No, I said thank you for making the offer for me not to speak. I appreciated that. Thank you. But I will speak now. If there is any claim, well, can you present it so I can?
I'm going to present it once I've explained it to you twice. Once another officer arrives, and I don't have to worry about any chance of you trying to flee from this legal traffic stop where you did not. I don't have your word, sir.
I just gave it to you.
You won't even tell me your name.
I did give you my name.
What is it?
I gave you my first name, and that's what I
go by. That's all. That's the only name. You were born with a first name?
That's all my mother named to me, sir, with all due respect.
Well, we're going to find out, sir.
My name is private property, sir.
Oh, well, great. Oh, no.
Everything associated to the name
I got to talk on the radio, okay?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I'm going to stand in the shade.
No, you're going to sit there until somebody else arrives. If I have to stand in the sun, unfortunately you do too. I'm probably a little warmer than you. You see everything I'm wearing?
I meant no disrespect, sir.
Okay, well, you're just going to have to wait for a few minutes, okay? You're going to remain on this vehicle until the other officer arrives.
It's a vessel, sir, and if that's what you wish, I mean, you're the guy with the autonomy. I'm forced to do what you tell me to do, aren't I?
As of right now, you are. You're being detained during the course of this investigation. You don't want to tell me your name?
What am I being investigated for?
Because you don't have a license, and I think you have a warrant. And you won't tell me your name. The good thing is we have computers that tell us who people are. We watch this guy. His name's, I don't know. He won't tell me. He's just making stuff up. Private somebody or something. Put that 297.
Sir, I'm in cuffs. I'm going to stand right there in the shade if that's okay with you.
Let me wait on my partner. I'm just standing by, okay?
I got
just
you.
wait.
I mean, just need
I'm not sure what happened. I'm just here, just standing by, okay?
His name is David Hall. David Hall does not have a license. No, it's suspension.
You want the helmet off your head? Do you want that off?
No, that's
oh,
fine.
okay.
You're going to take it off here in a second.
Okay.
May I make a call and tell somebody I'm being detained?
No, not right now, sir.
He's a sovereign citizen, which makes sense.
I've never said such a thing. I really don't understand what he's talking about.
Which makes perfect sense to me.
Sir, that's...
Oh, yep.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
This is Mr. Hall. Mr. Hall doesn't have a license.
Mr. Hall's
His
99.
name was, I don't know what. But he has a warrant, I believe, which I haven't confirmed. But under the notes, it says he's a sovereign citizen. Just so you know.
Fantastic. I have no room to transport.
Well, we'll figure that out.
Alright. I have like 9 million cases of freaking ammo in the back seat.
Who may I speak to? Are you in charge, sir?
As of now, I guess.
I'm just asking respectfully.
You can speak to me, man. What's up?
Thank you. May you call Mary Cinco at Broward Treasury, and she could help with this.
How could she help with this?
She's my trustee.
Good?
Huh?
You good there?
Good, brother.
All right, thank you, bro.
She's your trustee?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
She just holds certain securities. Well, we can deal with that if what you wish to. I just don't understand why I'm being detained. I haven't caused any harm. And nobody's made a claim against me. I'm not sure if you guys are making a claim. And I'm saying if there isn't any, then shouldn't I just be on my way?
You may have some warrants, sir. So if there's warrants for your arrest, then that would be the issue.
Warrant for arrest for who?
Well, this gentleman will explain it to you.
David Hall, as of right now, you have 3 warrants for your arrest.
Sir,
Stand up. We're going to
I don't
confirm them.
understand.
Stand up.
I haven't given you a name.
Yeah,
Sir,
well,
you can't go in my pocket, please. I don't consent.
I don't care. You don't have to.
For
You're
the
gonna be
record.
you don't have to consent at all. You're going to sit over here in the shade.
I have not given you my name.
I know, but you know what? We have photographs. Sit.
Okay, sir, but those... I haven't
That's
given you
not
my
you?
name.
Okay, well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know when you were born and when you were arrested and what you've done, and that you are a sovereign citizen. And it doesn't
Those
mean
are
that you're above the law.
I never said any of those things, sir. I did not...
Yeah, that's fine, Mr. Hall.
Asked for a name, I gave you a name, and now you're making presumptions, sir. That's all. Why am I being detained?
He already explained to you.
I know, but I don't understand that. There aren't any charges.
I'm going to even show this to this deputy and ask if he thinks you are one and the same.
Yeah, so that's all right.
Is that David Hall?
Say that's David Hall.
That looks just like you, sir. And it looks like you here. And it looks like you here. Here. In the 7 times you have been arrested in the Broward County system, dating back to when you were age 35.
Sir?
That's you, sir. You don't have to look, but that's you. The vehicle is registered to you. That's how it shows that you don't have a license, Mr. Hall.
My name is David. I don't know who you're talking about, Mr. Hall. Okay?
What's your last name then?
My name
Try to dispel
is David.
David. David what? Is it because you're a sovereign citizen? You don't think the rules of law apply to you? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That the rules don't apply to this gentleman or myself? Or in fact you? Is that what you're trying to say?
I never said that. You said that, sir.
Okay.
With all due respect.
I'm going to confirm these warrants.
Why are you driving around with no license, man? It's no good.
I'm traveling privately, sir. I've given notice to the public. It's on public record. If you guys haven't, you're public agents, there is a public record that has been agreed to by all, and I will rely on the record.
See, that kind of thinking is going to keep getting you arrested, man.
With all due respect, sir, I'm just, you guys are going by certain records, correct? And I am going by certain records also. That's all. I know that you're doing your job and you're doing your best. So am I. To just live life unfettered and not bother or harm anybody, that is my intent. I haven't harmed anybody here today, sir.
Do you live around here?
I live in Florida, sir.
In Florida?
We just say it's on the land, you know. It's a corporate and there's a private, so
How long have you lived in Florida?
if you don't mind, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay.
If that's
That's fine. I was just making small talk.
sure, I know, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to do my best to peacefully navigate through this best I can.
That's fine.
Hey, you know,
They'll allow me to. I'm
You-
the owner of Cheers. I'm the owner.
All right,
I know
we'll
Dave.
touch base with you then.
So,
You know him?
If he, yes.
Let me talk to you a second.
Sean, don't say my name. Go.
What's his name?
Don't say
What's
my
his
name,
last name?
Sean.
Hall?
I don't know his last name.
How do you know him?
So, hey, he's a musician in town.
Is he? Is he a sovereign citizen?
So, I have no idea about that. He's a good guy. Whether he's crazy or not, he's a good guy.
But you don't know his last name.
I don't. He's not a drunk or anything.
That's his
like
scooter?
that. So, I'd assume so. He's a regular around the town. He's always lived here and everything like that. He's actually a good guy.
Well, he doesn't want to tell me his last name. He doesn't want to tell me
He
this.
believes in UFOs and aliens and all that too.
UFOs and aliens?
He's a good guy though. Yeah.
Well, I ain't saying he isn't, but you can't, yeah, when you've got numerous warrants and you don't want to tell me your name.
I have no idea about that. So.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
That guy's gonna probably go threaten that man.
Oh, well, thankfully we all have body cameras, sir.
Deputies?
Yes.
Is this officer in charge? Is he the man in charge of this particular?
Pretty much.
May I speak to you?
You can speak to me.
May I stand up? I'm going to stand up. Okay.
Well, you're going to have to because these guys are going to search your person because you're
I'll be
being
out.
placed
1,
under arrest.
2, 3. Thank you.
You're being placed under arrest for 3 different warrants. Pretty much all of them have to do with driving. This gentleman in here said he would take your property if you wanted to go with him. If not, your property is going to go with you to the Broward County Jail. You understand me, Mr. Hall?
Yes. Well, sir, if you're addressing me as Mr. Hall, my name is David. If you would be so kind.
Okay, well, it's David Hall, and I'm going to call you by your given name, David Hall, Mr. Hall.
My given name is David. Thank you.
Oh, and this isn't you who gets items from the government?
Sir, can you call the Sheriff Israel, please?
Okay, well, you can call him when you get to the jail because I don't have his personal number.
He has my documentation, and I was told to ask you to call Sheriff Israel or Mary Cinco at Broward Treasury.
Missy, do you have a, come on. Let me take that off over there.
Yeah. All right, let's work.
Mr. Hall, do you want...
Scooter for me?
They allow it.
Yes.
You want? Hey, listen, I want you on camera because everything we've done and said, you see this, is on camera. All 3 of us have them. Mr. Hall, do you want this gentleman, who I'll get his identification, to take custody of your property and your scooter?
He may take custody of that scooter.
What about this bag of snacks?
That bag he may take custody also.
Anything else? What about your currency?
Answer the phone if you would, if it calls. Yes or no.
You want to take this with you?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm also going to let you take your government assistance card. Okay?
It's just a card, sir. I'm not
All
saying
right.
it's
Well,
mine or not.
apparently, you have it. It says David Hall. You match the picture of every David Hall that's been arrested in this county. So, unfortunately, sir, that's you.
I'm just saying you're making a presumption that that's the name, sir.
Let's see this. Make sure we have it on
I
camera.
haven't given you the name, and the name that I go by is private property. I haven't given you any...
Private property?
Yes,
So
sir,
if I
it's
look you up,
copyrighted
private property has a name in the great state of Florida and has a driver's license?
If you were to look up that name on Broward County Record Registry, you would see...
Has anybody done that to verify anyone's identity before?
You don't
Is that
check
like
the record?
proper? I did check your record. I checked your driving status, and you don't have a driver's
That's
license.
the clerk's record, sir.
Okay, well,
The Broward County Registry has the records on
I don't know.
public record.
We don't use that. That's not one of our databases that we use.
But your boss has been informed. It's a registered mail, sir.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to tell my boss everything you've said, okay? Just so he's aware.
With all due respect, thank you.
Can you tell me what's about the house? We're about to go to downtown jail. How many open books for the warrants that you have?
This car here.
Do I have a hearing or something like that?
Yeah, you'll see a judge. You want to buckle them in? Here, I'll go to the other side.
Do I need this?
The seatbelt?
Yeah, it's protocol.
I'll be so restrained, I feel.
It's for your safety. Alright. Yeah. I'll be there.
Alright. What's up, bro, Dirty? Show me 51, 10, 19. I'm gonna have a white male 10, 15 for 12 young to the Yankee unit. I'm sorry?
Where are you taking me, sir?
We're going to a station that's our station that's right here down the street, so we can print out the paperwork. Cause like I told you, we've been having he was having problems with the computer. So we're gonna get the paperwork, and then we're gonna go straight down to the downtown Fort Lauderdale main jail.
Do you have any idea the time frame when I can talk to a judge?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I know as far as getting you into booking. Once you're past booking, you're gonna have to ask the corrections officers. They're the ones that know more about that stuff.
Why did the deputy pull me over?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm doing the transport. I don't know what the original stop was for, sir. Once you get down to the main jail and they book you, they'll give you your phone call.
Am I coming in here with you, sir?
No, we're just gonna wait for him to hand us the paperwork. He just needs to print it out.
Starting to get warm back here now.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Sir, for your information, I'm feeling, just a little I don't feel great right now, and I'm not trying to bullshit you or anything. Maybe it's just being arrested or whatnot, but I just feel a little weak and maybe dehydrated or something.
Okay.
Deputy, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Do you know anything about? I'm not trying to be wise. Do you know anything about the name, different formats of the name, the commercial nature of what's even transpiring right here, like these charges?
You're saying the commercial name?
Yeah. I mean, so you don't seem like you are familiar with it. And I was just wondering what a deputy, on the street knows about such, just what the level of that information that you're privy to.
I don't understand your question.
Yeah, the name is it comes in a couple different formats. I mean, it's like that's what's being charged in the courts. It's the name.
What's being charged? You're the one being charged for warrants, is what I understand. There's warrants for your arrest.
And this is why I'm asking if you were aware of the different formats of the name and what a warrant is. That's why I said is the charging instrument available?
A warrant is a document signed by a judge ordering the sheriff's office or any law enforcement to come in contact with this person to take them before the judge.
It's an order, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Which an order, if you were to place an order, say at Home Depot.
We're not talking about Home Depot, no.
I understand, sir. I'm just making a correlation here of an order or a charge. These are terms that we're using here in what you refer to as law in the legal world. Charges and whatnot. And these are commercial terms, right? You charge a credit card, you charge an account, and this is what is going on in the courts. I was just wondering if you were familiar with it at all, and I was. Again, I'm not trying to be a wise guy. It was a sincere question.
I really didn't understand how the correlation between charging a credit card and charging a person for a crime. That's two completely different things.
There's an account set up for each of us at a birth, and it's held in trust at the Treasury, and that's what all these charges. You can't charge a man. Technically, you can't charge a man. You can only charge an account, the man would stand accused. Right? You would stand accused. A man can't be charged. It's a, and I was just asking some questions, and I'm not trying to be a wise guy again.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Hall, you have 7 warrants. You don't have a license, and you're on probation. So you've been arrested on every one of those instances, just so you're aware.
2 citations?
Just one. One says copy.
Okay.
Warrants are all for traffic. Felonious driving is the biggest one.
But I mean, why would there be 7 warrants, sir?
I don't know. I'm not the one that wrote the citations.
Would be warrants on citations?
Yeah. That's exactly correct. And you're also on probation for filing false documents and also for some driving instances of felonious driving. So you're an absconder/fugitive from probation. Apparently you haven't met the terms of your requirements, so you're being charged with violation of probation. And that's all spelled out perfectly well in the complaint that I wrote.
Sir, with all due respect, that's why I said I think there's an error in the information.
Okay, well, I guess you'll see the judge and they can decide that. You are Mr. Hall and you have these issues pending through the state of Florida.
I understand
Your scooter's with Mr. Chase.
Alright, brother.
See, I'm unaware that there's any warrants for my person regarding the matters that he's...
What's up, bro? 13? $51 to main jail with an adult warrant now.
Can I ask how long you've been a deputy, sir?
I'm sorry?
May I ask how long you've been a deputy? Just small talk, sir. I don't mean anything but that.
2 years, 11 months, and 23 days.
Yeah, they issue an account at our birth that carries our name. It's called a legal entity, and that's throughout our lives with the courts, the banks, and the corporate government charges that corporate account. For instance, there's a state of Florida, which would be corporate, and then there's Florida State, which would be the Commonwealth, the Republic, private. And there's no way you can let me examine these alleged charges, sir.
This paper is not gonna have this paper lists the warrants that you've been given, but they weren't given by this deputy. This deputy just picked you up for it.
Of course, I understand
Yeah.
that, but I mean, up until now, I'm unaware of this, and nobody's making.
Well, he told you the charges. It was warrants for traffic, violation of probation because apparently you absconded from the probation program. And that's what your warrants are for.
Well, that's what's being alleged, sir.
I understand that's why you're gonna have the chance to go before a judge and explain it to him.
My name and my body are under private bonds, sir. They are private property. I know perhaps you think this is silliness, or but it is. I have indemnified the public and myself. So I am a little puzzled why the record isn't being respected. Sir, is there an officer's name on that?
Yeah. Oh, you took it off? Alright. Well. Stand next to the gentleman with the red shirt over there. What's up, bro? Mr. Hall? Step on those. Step on those feet. I'm gonna check you again in front of them.
You always call me sir instead of Mr. Hall.
It's your wish. Thank you. I understand, but it's just protocol. You have to search everybody. Multiple times. You understand if you have anything on you that you do not disclose or you have hidden, once inside the booking area, it's going to be an additional charge. So if there's anything that I don't know about or that you have hidden, you got to let us know now.
No, there really isn't.
Alright, I'm going to switch this to the front, okay? Lean forward a little bit. Turn towards me. Take your hair tie off. Take your shoes off as well. And you can stand next to him. You can show me 97. What's up, bro? How's it going? Good, good. Hey. Your hair tie? Put the shoes inside here.
Sir, would you let me wrap this hair just for a second? I want to tie this so it's not all over. I'm just going to tie this in a knot. I don't have a hair tie. I'm going to tie this.
All right, go. Oh, they have to stay on. Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
Can you give me one second?
7/16/68 or 7/18/68?
Let's have the little nylons. Sorry, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
This your guy?
Yep.
Put 94006 right here, but you forgot to put the case numbers.
I'm sorry?
So the ones that's highlighted, put it right here. Alright, and we need a notary.
Huh?
Somebody to notarize.
Oh, I didn't get a notarize. You ready to take the handcuffs off?
Yeah. And tobacco.
Don't walk behind me, man. Don't walk behind me, man. Don't walk behind me. Okay. Over there.
This fan right there. You guys slide down this way. Slide down. Right there. Stand right there. Put your back on the thing.
I can think I'm off on. Thank you, Mr. Hall. You see those?